One of the biggest things that's helped me bring consistency to my business in terms of sales is selling at wholesale. And the biggest thing and the most exciting platform that I've been using to help me build my wholesale customers is Faire. So in this video, I wanted to share my experience with Faire and some of the tips I have for building up your Faire profile and, you know, making it as optimized as possible so you get those sales to help you grow. Subscribe and hit the bell if you're a budding candle maker looking to start and grow your own business. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Small Biz Directive. Hey everyone, I'm Ashani, creator and founder of a brand called Lunar London. On this channel, we talk about candle making and selling candles online. If you've been doing that up until now, so like selling on your website and on Etsy, you know that it's all about driving traffic to your website to make those sales. And while driving traffic to your website is extremely important and it's where you're going to make the most money, it can be very exhausting and it's also very limiting and restricting for your business if you're only using one platform to sell your products. One of the biggest things I found was that the revenue after each month was definitely proportional to the amount of effort that I was putting in throughout the month. So if I was having a bad month and I wasn't interested in posting on social media and all of that sort of stuff, I found that it reflected in my revenue goal. And I would say like that can be kind of a scary place to be, because then it's like you can never sort of be free a little bit, because you're always like thinking, oh my God, I have to make money, I have to make money. Especially if it's your full-time business, that you're kind of, you know, you can burn yourself out essentially is what I'm saying, because you're constantly trying to drive traffic to your website to make those sales. So one of the things that's really helped me in terms of like getting peace of mind and also feeling like, okay, you know, of course I'm still going to drive lots of traffic to my website, but I want to be able to also have some stability, let's say, is by bringing on wholesale customers. Now, for me personally, a lot of my wholesale customers came pretty much organically. So they either found me on Instagram or on Google and basically emailed me saying, we'd love to stock your products, which is, of course, it's fantastic. But as a business owner, we also have to be proactive in, sorry, the light keeps changing, it's like sunny and cloudy. But as a business owner, I know it's my responsibility to be proactive and also try and engage with new retailers and new stockists to potentially buy my products and, you know, buy them at wholesale, which is of course a lot better in terms of peace of mind, because you know, okay, every month I need to sell 200 candles at wholesale to and I'm good. And then, you know, of course, everything on my website is also like fantastic too. So in my quest of now engaging with new wholesalers, the best thing I've come across is Faire. I cannot rave about it enough. It's been so good for me. I signed up, and I don't know why it took me so long to sign up to Faire. I signed up in December 2021, and considering I've seen adverts for it all through 2021, but it just never kind of, I don't know, I just had this thing or this notion of like, I don't want to go on Faire. I don't know why, it made no logical sense. And now I feel really stupid for have like been thinking about it like that. I felt like maybe there was just too much going on that I just felt like, oh, it's just another thing, I'll deal with it later sort of thing. And in hindsight, that was a huge mistake. I've like missed out now, I see, on like massive opportunities, especially before Christmas, to sell like to loads of new stockists. So just a bit of background, I'm on 2 wholesale platforms. One is Faire and one is another one. And the other one, I didn't get anything from it. I've not had any orders from it. And it's something that you pay like £300 for to join. So I just felt like, you know, with Faire, it's free to join, which I should have done from the beginning, to be honest. It just, for me, is the better option in terms of anyone who is wanting to try out wholesaling and wants to get started at low risk. Like, you don't have to pay any money to join up, basically, which I think is the fantastic bit, is that there's no barrier to entry, let's say. So like I said, I joined in December 2021. On the 28th of December is when everything was set up and ready to go. And since then, I've brought on 5 new retailers, which has resulted in over $2,000 of revenue for me, which is incredible. Like, how have I missed out on this. Imagine if I had started it in January 2021 and I was making that kind of every month. That would be insane. It's huge. It's not kind of, especially for a small business, it's a really huge opportunity for a small business to grow. And that's why I'm so excited to be making this video, and I feel inspired for this video because I know I get a lot of messages of people wanting to know how can they get into retailers, and a lot of it's not actually the stuff. How can I explain this? A lot of it is actually in like building up a brand, and that's the biggest part of it, which is not like an easy thing to do. It's not something that, what I'm trying to say is like, yes, you can approach lots of buyers and stuff like that, but they're not going to get back to you if you don't have a brand that is fitting within their what they're looking for, essentially. So I feel like from going onto something like Faire, which is a marketplace where retailers can buy, you're being exposed to lots of retailers that are, looking for products. So it's a lot easier for you to basically be seen. Sorry, I feel like I'm rambling, but I have so many thoughts about it, and I'm so excited about it because I just feel for someone who's just starting out and wants to test out wholesaling, Faire is definitely like, don't hesitate, just go for it and just do it. So I've put, the first thing you want to do is to sign up to Faire. I've put the link in the description box below. I'm not sure how it works for everywhere in the world, but in the UK, it was really easy for me to sign up. I got approved pretty much straight away, and I went onto my Shopify site and downloaded my CSV file. Now, a CSV file is basically like an Excel sheet that pulls all the information from your website. So I took that Excel sheet, did a few tweaks to it, so it like had the information that Faire needed, and then gave it to Faire, and they uploaded it and built my store. And they say it takes 10 days, but they actually did it about 3 days, which I thought was good. Especially over the Christmas period. So like I said, the link is in the description box below. Definitely just go and do it. Like, don't like faff about, and get signed up, get sorted, and just like don't hesitate, especially if you are like, if 2022 is the year of you wanting to get into wholesale. I feel like this is the easiest way for lots of new people to get like on board and start selling. And if you have been thinking about candle making but never really got, like, you don't actually want to make candles, there's a lot of opportunities for you can become a retailer and buy white label products. So I'll put the link down below because they've got a really good thing going on. I can't remember, I think it's like you get £300 if you sign up as a retailer. So even if you wanted to sign up and buy products for your own website. So say, for example, you sell candles, but you want to sell, I don't know, burners or whatever. They've got a £300 credit, which you can use. So I'll pop that in the description box below, and that's for new retailers signing up. So with all of that, let's get into the tips. So the first thing you want to do is pay attention to your product descriptions. As with all platforms, you're going to want to make sure that it's search engine optimized. If someone is searching in Google, you're able to pop up as, you'll have a match. In terms of making it SEO optimized, what you want to do is make sure your product description has all the keywords that are related to your product, as well as your like long form description. That should also have like the keywords related to your products, as well as making sure you choose the right product category for candles. So, everything is basically categorized in an organized and logical way. An example I can give you is, say you have a candle and it's called Parisian Cafe, and it's a coffee scented candle. How many people are going to be searching for Parisian Cafe in Google, let's say? Like, probably not many. Whereas if we compare it to someone searching for coffee scented candle, there's going to be loads more people searching for that. So what I would recommend is then having something like Parisian Cafe coffee scented candle, and that would be giving you the exciting bit, so enticing people with the like beautiful name, which is Parisian Cafe, and also descriptive words which basically will tell them what they are getting. So coffee scented candle. Not only will this help you get found on Google, but it will also help Faire categorize you, and if someone is searching in Faire coffee scented candle, then you'll pop up. Versus if you just had Parisian Cafe candle, what's Faire going to do? They might put you in something that's French related, I don't know, because it's confusing. So keep in mind your titles. You want the exciting title, but also you want descriptive titles. The second thing I'd recommend is to have multiple styles of images. Now this is going to go for small retailers and big retailers, because they're going to want to have, the cutout pictures, which is what they're called, the ones where your product is on a white background, and they're going to want lifestyle images. Now, because they're going to probably use your images on their website. So you want to have beautiful images, of course, that goes without saying, but you want to be able to have the options of cutout images. So the reason why is, if we look at it, imagine if they're buying from like 10 different brands and they're putting it on their website and all of them have 10 different styles, it just makes a website look very messy. Whereas if you have it on a white background, they can at least maintain some consistency and uniformity on their own platform. So I definitely recommend to have it on a white background so people can see the details of your product, but then also lifestyle images, which helps them feel like, oh, I can imagine being, you know, on, I don't know, if it's an island style candle, I can imagine being on the beach with or having a cocktail at my house and having drinks and stuff like that, and it's going to smell so tropical. So, you know, you want to be able to evoke all of those emotions in your images. Ultimately, better images equals better conversions, which means Faire's going to rank you higher and higher, which of course is going to build up your revenue. The third thing I'd recommend to do is to run promotions. Now, at first I was like, oh, I really don't want to run these promotions. Like, it's a bit of a hit financially. You'll make some profit, but let's say it's nothing to write home about. But I would recommend getting in with those promotions, because at the end of the day, it's letting people try you out, right? And they're more likely to try you out if they can get a bit of a deal with it. And they're more likely to try it out if they can get a bit of a good deal on it, and you know, if they really like the product and it's a cracking product and it sells well, they're going to come back for it. So I would entice people with promotions. At the moment, I think Faire is going to start their winter fair, and I think they have fairs like basically every quarter where they match your promotion, which again is just such a good thing for wholesalers, because it just really makes it easy for you to do. So what I mean by this is, say you want to do a 10% promotion, Faire is going to match it, and they'll do, so altogether it will be 20% promotion, but Faire will take on the cost of that additional 10%, which is so cool. So of course that's a great opportunity to utilize Faire and their benefits to sell your product. I'd recommend running promotions at least for the first month. I'm going to try it for 3 months just so I can build up and bring in as many new customers as possible. I'm going to be running promotions for at least 3 months, but I'd recommend, you know, anywhere between 1 and 3 months is a good like time frame of running these promotions, just to entice people to come and buy from you and to start also building up reviews. You want to be sure that, you know, people understand that, you know, people are loving your products and they're liking your products, and building that trust in your brand. So like I said, it can be annoying because you're not making like huge profits as you would to if you're selling direct to customer, but we have to look at it from a long time game and not a short time game. And in the long term, if we can get on 10 new retailers who are going to make consistent repurchases, that's going to like keep your business going. It's just invaluable. So while we're talking about Faire, I'd love to know, have you tried it out? Have you signed up? How is it going? And do you have any tips as well? Like I said, I'm in my first month. My tips are based on my experience so far, and I'd love to, like, you know, continue this because I'm just really excited and motivated by the prospect of Faire. I can just see like it being able to scale my business so much. So if you have any tips as well from your side of things, anything that I've not mentioned today, please put it in the comment section below. Or if you'd like to know anything specific as well of my experience from Faire, do let me know. My fourth tip is to maintain low MOQs, the minimum order that someone has to, you know, be able to buy from you. I've set mine pretty low. It's at £100. I find that this is really a good, you know, if it's even a small retailer that's looking for small stock, they can feel like that you're approachable enough for them to buy. I found that for the most part, everybody has like it well exceeded the £100 limit, but I feel like it's just a nice to have, and you're trying to work with them, you're trying to build up this relationship, start building that trust with somebody. So, you know, I feel like £100 MOQ is a really, really fair and enticing amount for someone to want to try you out. The fifth and final tip that I would say is to deliver great customer service. I can't remember where I read it, but I know that Faire takes into consideration like the length of time it takes for you to respond to messages. So retailers can message you, and if you take like forever, I think it has some negative, like, I don't know, it does something to you in the algorithm, let's say. So you want to deliver as much great customer service as possible. You want to be like responding to messages ASAP, and all around, you know, just giving them a good service. You want to also like have your lead times not too long. At first I put mine to 3 days and I was like, okay, I can't do this. This is like way too short. So I've now extended it to 7 days, which I feel like is kind of fair, because I feel like 3 days is difficult because you just don't know how many people are going to order. So say someone orders like 30 candles and they want it in 3 days, like you might be doing stuff. So I feel like 7 days gives you some breathing space and is a fair amount from a retailer's point of view as well. So keep your lead times down and be very responsive, and also just be sure to resolve any issues. So once you've made your sales, and if anybody has any issues or has complaints and all of that sort of thing, just be proactive, don't be defensive, just try and get it sorted, because at the end of the day, that's just one retailer. You may have lots of retailers, so just be sure to make sure that you're like delivering excellent customer service all of the time. So guys, those are my tips on how to start getting wholesale orders by starting on Faire. Like I said, I've been gushing about them. I feel like it gives small businesses the best opportunity to start selling at wholesale, and I really recommend, just don't hesitate to sign up. Even if nothing comes of it, you don't actually lose anything because you're not paying for anything. So yeah, just get signed up today, get yourself, like, don't procrastinate, don't be as bad as I was and take a year to do this, because I honestly feel foolish for not doing it. So like I said, links in the description box below, it'll take you straight up to the sign up page and you'll be sorted. And I'd love to know how it goes. Tell me about your journey with it. If you've already started or when you start, I'd love to know, and I'll keep you up to date with my journey too. Maybe I'll do one in another 3 months and see, like, did Faire, like, you know, live up to the expectations, how were my sales overall, and I'll definitely like come back with an update. If you have any other topics that you'd like me to cover, please do let me know. I hope this was an okay video. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm constantly rambling, and I know I talk really fast and I'm trying to work on it. I just get too excited, I think. I just want to say everything. But anyway, rambling again. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.